He never forgot a grudge. John Wayne, the face of the American cowboy, was known for his strong beliefs, fearless roles, and unshakable pride. But off the screen, he held deep personal anger toward a few people in Hollywood. Before he died, he made it clear. There were 5 people he truly hated. And each one had crossed a line he could not forgive. These were not just arguments or small disagreements. Each of these people stood for something John Wayne could not accept: disrespect, dishonor, or betrayal. Let us look at the 5 names he never forgave, and the reasons behind each one. Clint Eastwood was rising fast in Hollywood. His quiet, cold, and rough cowboy characters were winning fans everywhere. But John Wayne was not impressed. He had spent his life building the image of a cowboy who stood for honor, truth, and courage. When Eastwood sent him a script to work on together, Wayne was angry. He thought Eastwood's movies made cowboys look like lawless killers. He refused to work with him, calling the story trash. To Wayne, Eastwood was not just a new actor. He was changing what the Western stood for, and that was something Wayne could not forgive. In the 1970s, Steven Spielberg asked John Wayne to play a role in his new movie titled 1941. It was a war comedy, but Wayne did not find anything funny about it. He believed it made fun of World War II and insulted the men who had fought and died. He called the movie anti-American and said no without a second thought. Spielberg tried to explain it was just a different kind of story, but Wayne did not care. For him, movies were supposed to honor real heroes, not laugh at them. That one movie offer ended any chance of respect between them. John Wayne and Clark Gable started off as friends. They respected each other, and even talked about doing a film together. But things fell apart when Gable worked with John Ford, who was Wayne's favorite director and a father figure to him. Gable did not get along with Ford, and began complaining about him during filming. Wayne took it personally. He saw Gable's words as a betrayal of someone who had helped shape his entire career. After that, Wayne never spoke to Gable again. One bad experience turned their friendship into cold silence that lasted until the end. It started with a loud party. Wayne was trying to sleep after a long day of shooting, but Frank Sinatra and his group were making a scene in the same hotel. Wayne called and politely asked them to quiet down. Instead of stopping, one of Sinatra's bodyguards told Wayne to stay out of it. That was a mistake. Wayne stormed into the room and slapped the bodyguard in front of everyone. The party ended fast. To Wayne, it was simple. There had to be respect. And that night showed just how different he and Sinatra really were. In 1973, Marlon Brando made headlines when he refused his Oscar and sent a Native American activist to speak in his place. She talked about how Hollywood had mistreated Native Americans. John Wayne was watching, and he was furious. Reports say he even tried to go on stage but was held back. To him, it was not just a protest. It felt like an attack on the movies he had made and the values he stood for. He never forgave Brando. It was not about awards. It was about pride, patriotism, and the way he believed America should be shown. John Wayne was not perfect, but he stood firm in what he believed. Loyalty, respect, and love for his country mattered more to him than fame or friendship. The people he hated were not just enemies. They represented a world that was changing too fast for his liking. In the end, Wayne stayed true to himself, even if it meant standing alone.